This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, some strong running.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd and 9.
Again, it's Barkley. Oh, nice move. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So nothing doing there. And it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, a run with Breida.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down carry for Barkley. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Barkley inside handoff.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's Pollard again.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
2nd down, Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Prescott off play action.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
First down, Prescott.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
That is incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes in that play, stepping out.
Gets through, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Pollard, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
3rd down and 6.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A handoff to Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford.
2nd down and 4.
All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. In motion, Slayton.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Here we go. 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Barkley.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Dak.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Complete. Pollard.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here it is. 4th and inches.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Able to find Gallup. And he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Now Prescott. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot. But this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Giants. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
Two and a throw right away.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And now the first run for Devon A-Chain.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had three other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought two of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 28 yards. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Barkley inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. "10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Tua dancing to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flushed out right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense at a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back in.
They've got his man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Tua. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this returnable for Hill. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to pass. Tua being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted,
and they're taking it away at almost every turn. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle with Barkley.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Giants! and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Manziel.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Here's Manziel. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Manziel.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Johnny Manziel taking it in from a yard out. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football, because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Safety Ronnie Lott diagnosed that perfectly.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Warner.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. To throw, Warner.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230.
Ball has it knocked loose.
But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Edwards.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Back to throw again.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
A final shot before break. Warner. And his throw is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. And a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now 2nd and 5. Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a first down throw. Warner.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed,
now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Warner. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball again on 2nd down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Warner. Man open, it's Moss, complete.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball again on second down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. A handoff for Hall.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
They'll give to Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Now Warner. Got him in. It's Randy Moss. And he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Able to complete to Moss.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. That's Davis. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.